what's up? Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here, man? Go to bigherc916.com, pick you up some merch, grab you a hat, t-shirt, bar of soap, grab my new autobiography, Against All Odds, and represent. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel. I just want to share a story with you guys. And it's always interesting to see how a mental conditioning can impact a person's life and behavior. A friend of mine was telling me a story about an experiment they did on fleas. Now, fleas can jump almost 6 feet. They have incredible leaping abilities. And they took some fleas and they put it in a jar. And when they put it in the jar is probably about 6 inches. So the fleas, when they try to jump, they would hit the top of the jar, the lid of the jar, and would come back down. Now, over a period of time, these fleas got used to hitting the lid of the jar. Therefore, their leaping ability went from 6 feet to 6 inches. Then when they took the lid off the jar, the fleas could no longer jump 6 feet. They were mentally conditioned to max out at 6 inches. And then another interesting conclusion that was drawn from this experiment was that the offspring of these fleas couldn't jump 6 feet. They could also only jump 6 inches based on the conditioning of the parent. And so I say that to say, break the mold. Break the construct that you've been programmed to think you could only jump 6 inches. It doesn't matter your skin color, where you're from, where you grew up. Exposure, opportunity, your drive, all those things can change that 6-inch jump. Because had you known you had the capability to jump 6 feet, you wouldn't be just only jumping 6 inches. And that's the case with a lot of people. They only go 6 inches because they think that's their norm. And it has become their norm. They condition themselves to think that that glass ceiling is where they're supposed to be at. And if you are to share your ideas with others who also grew up in that same jar, and you would say, hey man, we could actually jump 6 feet, they would say you're crazy. Nobody around us jumps 6 feet. We all only could jump 6 inches. And you're a dreamer. You're not thinking realistic. Well, I'm a dreamer. I've always been out the box. I've always felt that I was different. And I never looked at myself as that flea that could only jump 6 inches like the people I was around during certain parts of my life. I always felt like I could jump 6 feet. Even when I was in prison and I was trapped in that cage dealing with my choices, I never considered 6 inches being my limitations. You have to remove your limitations in life and realize that a lot of what you've been taught is by design to keep you in a certain place. Once you realize that, you will see that the world is an opportunity waiting to be explored. You just have to explore it. You have to take the time to venture off outside that jar and jump 6 feet and beyond. Get around other people who have jumped 6 feet and beyond. Don't let the naysayers determine your potential. Your potential is limitless. Sometimes I get in these ruts and then I have to think to myself, hold on, man. Why am I entertaining these thoughts? These are thoughts that somehow want to come back and resurface to try to push fear or self-doubt, but you got to just push through that. That's a part of being a winner, is these challenges that make you sometimes question. But as soon as you feel those thoughts coming about, you got to shake them off and keep it pushing. And remember that you're not in that 6-inch jar. You're above and beyond the ability to jump 6 feet. So I want to share this with you today. Just got through on my bike ride, doing some mental reflection, direction in life. And I know we all go through it. And even people who are at the top of their game sometimes have questions and reflect, and it's okay. But we got to remember that there is no glass ceiling or lid that keeps us from becoming who we want to become. If you're around people who think that way, get the hell away from them. If you're around family members who question your ability to excel, get the hell away from them. Sometimes you might have to be alone to be on top. Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds. Go to bigherc916.com and purchase you a bar of soap, one of the books I've written, a hat, a beanie, a t-shirt, tank top, or some detail spray for your car. Hello, my name is Big Herc 916, and I'm with the Wash Your Ass Committee, and I'm traveling across America helping people wash their ass and get their booty holes clean. And I have with me here today Wash Your Ass soap, and this one in particular is Butt Naked Scrub, but I also have Festival, Oatmeal Milk and Honey, Jamaican Me Crazy, Monkey Farts, and all these scents smell very good. They will help cleanse your body of funk. and also make you feel better about yourself. So if you can go to BigKirk916.com, you can pick you up a bar. And my goal is to help America combat funk. Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Kirk said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at FreshOutSeries.com.